Is pretty much your warm up by just doing circles as I was doing before. And then I'm doing rear delt raise. Pretty much I'm putting my head into the bench and then the movement is just coming from the cables. What I'm doing here is one set, taking it to 3 sets of failure. So I'm doing total 3 sets of that with 3 sets each to failure. So I'm really doing like 9 or 12 sets or something like that, or even more. To just like bend over completely and then try to pretty much get myself into like a, oh, here we go. So here, what we did here is we went into cable rows. I believe I was using just the barbell. And here what I do is I just like to give myself like a stretch. So you stretch the lats, stretch the fascia. You should do this right after you work out. Here we move into standing unilateral dumbbell press. What I like to do here is keep my core tight and just press the weight up in an explosive manner and come down in a 4-second negative and then bring it in and kind of like tuck it in so I can get the front delt and also the side delt. And here what I'm doing, I'm just pretty much setting myself into a crunch position. Because when I do shoulders, I do enjoy working the abs as well. So I add core work to my shoulder workout. And I also train the calves as well. For the calves, what I'm doing is not an actual calf exercise. I just do high intensity interval training on the treadmill, and I pretty much just go full speed in different intervals, like 40 seconds all out. When I run, I use pretty much my tippy toes so I can activate the calf. So what I want to do is every time I'm training shoulders, I always include hitting the core. So when I do shoulders, I hit calves, shoulders, and abs. What I'm doing there is just pretty much a crunch. So if you're not, if you're at the gym, you're doing a crunch, you can add a crunch like machine crunch. You can pretty much crunch on the floor. You can do anything, pretty much work with what you got, right? That's what I always do is just work with my environment, and you should do the same. Pretty much what I'm doing here is when I do the abs. So right now I'm doing pretty much this, I would call this like a crunch or reverse crunch. I'm holding on to the machine and pretty much bringing my legs up in the sky and then pretty much crunching at the same time. As you can see, pretty much. I have to say pretty much. So what I'm doing here, I'm pretty much going to switch over to leg raises. And what I'm doing is I'm using my bench in an inclined position to just support my back. So at least I don't hit myself into the machine. The goal here is to not use momentum and to actually bring your feet or your legs up more. So you're not just training the hip flexors, but you're actually working the core.